beginner, for most people, what they should start with is a living trust, because it'll take everything that you already have that you normally own, your car, your house, you know, any of your possessions, even if they don't have titles. You can take any and all of your possessions and put them into a living trust. And when you pass away, your family, your children, or whoever you designate as a beneficiary are not going to have to go to the court to probate your estate and ask them permission to put things in your name, because that's essentially what probate is. Probate is you asking the government for permission to transfer things into your name as the heir, because the ancestor who is supposed to pass it down didn't properly convey to the public in general, as well as you, the instructions on what to do with their assets once they passed away. Essentially, the entire government structure is commercial in nature, just like we talked about with the credit. And so your estate is also considered its own commercial entity. Like right now, you could go on to the IRS website and apply for an estate EIN right now, and it'll ask you for the social security number of the decedent. You put the social security number in there, and they will assign you the EIN for the estate, meaning they are already recognizing that regardless of you, the woman, being alive or not, you put the social security number of the decedent in there, they will immediately give you the EIN, meaning that name that you were assigned at birth, spelled in all capital letters, is not a living entity. The IRS considers them a decedent. And so everything they do in court is actually some sort of probate action or some sort of bankruptcy action. They're just moving all the money around. They're just moving all the debt around in the United States. You having a living trust is protecting you from the reorganization of all of that debt, because that's basically what they do. And they always figure out a way to try to pull some of those assets into their pocket every time they go into probate. Most of the time, like if you die what's called intestate means that you died without a will. Usually you will lose 40 to 50% of your estate in taxes, in court fees, in attorney's fees. And then not to mention any debts that you owe will automatically get assigned to your heirs. But if you put everything in trust, then that can't happen. The trust also protects your heirs from creditors.